Good morning. I am investigator Chandra Cleveland Jennings. I have been in law enforcement for 32 years. My specialty is women and children. My agency basically represents women and girls and children. There is a big issue going around in the United States right now, and it's centered on missing children. How many of you know about it? Please raise your hand, because I got to make sure you're in the know about this one. Raise your hand if you know the issue about missing children. Great. I'm glad that I see the majority hands are raised. My point of being here today is to make women knowledgeable of the risks that, well, I should say, you make women knowledgeable and mothers knowledgeable of what your responsibilities are. Because it seems like every time I get a case, it's not as such. Mothers, your responsibility is not to have a man in your life. Let me say that one more again.
Yes.
Your responsibility is not for you to have a man in your life. Time and time again, I witness women putting a man before their child.
Absolutely.
And I am, and let me tell you, I didn't give you a precursor. I tell it like it is.
Right.
Okay? So we invite men into our homes that is not in the best interest of our child.
Right.
Then we wonder why our child is acting out. We wonder why our child is having these behaviors that they don't want to come home. Have you sat down to talk to your children lately about how they feel about a relationship you may be in? Because yes, they do have a choice too.
Right.
They came first. This is not a question where did the chicken or the egg come first. That child came first. So that in itself tells you who you should take accountability for first.
Right.
So also, when you're there, your child is not your friend.
Right.
You are not there to earn their life.
Yes.
And I can't tell you, Fences and Denzel Washington said it best.
That's good.
I'm not supposed to like you.
Yeah.
You are supposed to instill morals and values in your children that they will know right from wrong.
That's right.
You're supposed to instill in your children that they know when to speak up for themselves and when not, to let you fight their battles.
Right.
You know, we have so many people that saying, oh, you gonna respect me. When was the last time you gave a young person respect?
That's good.
Just because you're older don't mean that you deserve respect. You know, with the issue with kids leaving home and running away and everybody is giving mixed statements, I post a lot on my page. I'm not one to post foolishness.
Right.
And if I don't share your message on my page, I have a reason to.
Right.
My brand is every day, all day. I didn't come into this new thing of protecting women and girls. I've been doing this all my life.
That's good. That's good.
I have a degree in education.
Right.
I accepted one of the worst classrooms when I started teaching. And in the end of the day, by the time we went to lunch, you couldn't tell that they were the worst. It takes time for you to be with these kids. If you can't get through to your team, then you need to find someone else who can.
Yes.
Because there's always the thing that the mother said, I have told her this over and over again. I have told her over and over again. You didn't get through, honey. I'm sorry. And it's not a problem with you not getting through. It's just sometimes kids need to hear the same thing from somebody else.
Right.
You need to keep telling them that you love them. When you don't tell them that they love them, somebody else come in and say, baby girl, I love you. And she's like, oh, he said he loved me. So now she's going to do everything to please him.
Right.
Wrong answer.
Right.
Dads who are out there looking and listening, you need to tell your baby girl you love her.
Yes.
So she know what real love is supposed to be. So it is this thing that we have right now. We want to go help. We want to go help bring back the girls in D.C. We have to stop reacting to situations and be proactive. Okay?
Yeah.
You have a own front yard and a backyard right here. What are you going to do to help invest in the kids that you have here?
Right.
Do I have to remind you of the many people that we have still missing, the kids that are still missing in South Carolina? Amir Jennings, still missing. There are many others that's still missing. This is your opportunity to be proactive and start a missing search party. Many of you know I was the first investigator with Gabrielle Swainson. When she was labeled a runaway, I went in and determined it wasn't a runaway. So we have to take what these kids are saying and listen. That cell phone that you give your kids to pacify your kids, that you have no parental control over, you just gave your child access to over millions of men that don't mean them any good. You don't even know how to get into your child's phone in order to get the information that you need. I don't go and put it out there, but when a child is missing and social media has been used, I can track them right down to the footstep that they made first. We have to know how to use these phones. If you're going to give your child a phone, then you need to put the proper applications on that phone. There are applications out there that can do the job just as well as you can. You know, many people stress the point that my daughter's always taking selfies. They're taking selfies. You better start taking selfies of them. Because when they come to you and say that your daughter is missing, what picture do you have? The 3rd grade picture they took? You need to take a picture of your child every single month. What we have been seeing here, my girls' organization, we have been in existence now for 17 years, a nonprofit. So I'm not sitting here telling you something that I just started doing yesterday. This has been my mission, my purpose is to help take care of kids. Yeah, some people can say, well, you don't even have any children. And I look at them and say, you're lying. I have 5,000.
Yes. That's good, Chandra.
Just because I don't have children, I can tell you that I have taken care of these children as if they were my own.
Yes.
You gotta be proactive and start doing something in our community to alert our young people that running away is not an answer. You going out here in these streets are not safe. You need to, if your child say they don't want to be home anymore, you need to find an organization or someone else who will spend time with your child to mentor them. Good mentors can make a great impact on a child's life. And I'm here to tell you, I'm a witness to that. Every time that I need something or anything that's going on, I have adults who I mentored 28 years ago. That's okay, I'm not old, but that's a long time. I have kids that I mentored 28 years ago that still come around in order to help me get the message out.
That's awesome.
People, I tell you today, if you are worried about the missing people, the missing young people in D.C., we have missing people here in South Carolina. Start here first. When there's an impact that needs to be made and D.C. calls for a march or a call for more people to come, answer the call. Answer the call. But start being proactive of having a team now ready to dispense if that, not if that, but when that problem comes here to South Carolina.
Right.
We already talked about the water issue in Flint, Michigan. Everybody want to help with Flint. Everybody want to help with Flint. Communities right here dealing with the water issue in Lower Richland. Where are you at? Where are you? So when you hear about things happening somewhere else, be proactive in your community. Start something that answers that problem before it gets here. Now, I'm not coming to preach, so I'm going to, I think my time is up. So thank you all so much.
That was awesome. Woo! Awesome, Chandra. Excellent.
R.L. Shepherd, kind sir.
You did an
R.L.
awesome
Shepherd.
job.
We got your keys, sir.